Hey guys, MCU Collector here with a new video, and this is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Target exclusive Black Widow Deadly Origin figure. Yes, before we get started, full disclosure, this figure is street dated for March 29th. No, I did not go into a Target store and pick this one up myself. I have a friend locally. He was able to buy a couple from a store and he hooked me up and sold me one at cost. So contrary to what some may believe, I do not have friends that work at Target stores that stash things for me and hook me up and slide things and do all these weird things. That's not true. Some people get lucky and are able to do that, and I am lucky enough to have friends that are willing to help me out, and in turn I do help them out. I try to do as many hunts on my own as I can. I try and help as many people as I can, and therefore others help me out as well. So there is the full disclosure for those that think I have a team of people that go out to stores and buy up everything so they can scalp. That's not true. These wild accusations just don't make sense. But anyway, let's get to it. We'll actually check out the figure. What I really like about the packaging, similar to the Walmart one, which was actually an all gray package, we have this this with Target exclusive, which is an all white package, which looks really good. It kind of goes with her white suit, like the Walmart one went with her gray suit. So it looks really good. We get the Black Widow Deadly Origin logo there in the front. Side artwork looks awesome of Natasha, and you can see how it looked from the comic and how we kind of get that, because I kind of think the hair looks a little funny, but you know, it's clear kind of where it came from. Makes sense. There is no Build-A-Figure. It's not associated with Wave, so there's no other additional information there. We have a look at the promo image of the figure. The bio reads, Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff must save everyone she ever loved before her own past kills them. Pretty interesting. Black Widow logo there. UPC there. I'll include a link in the video description to the Target site. You can actually still pre-order it. Then I'm sure late Saturday night, early Sunday, you'll be able to order and possibly pick up in store for curbside pickup. So it should still be available. I would imagine pre-orders are probably going to be shipping out starting Monday. So let's get right to it. Open her up. Okay, and here is the Black Widow figure out of the package, and it's a decent figure. It's not the greatest. There's some really cool things about it, and I think what really wins for this figure is actually the accessories that she comes with. So we get some really cool things. So we get these two guns right here. These are kind of mini handguns, and you can see that there is a peg hole there, so you can actually port in the smoke effect and the blast effect, so that is really cool. We get the same gun, but this one's actually got a molded silencer that's actually on it, so you can see that it's the same, but it is a different mold because, again, this is on there. It is attached, so it's not like something that you can actually remove. That is actually part of the mold. There we get these two blast effects, and these are going to port into her couple of different weapons. She actually has 3 different weapons that she comes with. So these cool blast effects that you know, looks like she's actually firing off the weapon. That's pretty cool. It's basically kind of like the mini blast effects that we get with Iron Man. It's all molded one piece, and orange translucent, and then it gets lighter as it kind of goes out. So that is really cool. We get these 2 smoke effects, and these are just translucent plastic. They're very soft and pliable, but they'll stay kind of there. They're very similar to the Widow Stinger pieces that the Walmart exclusive Black Widow came with, but these are going to actually go specifically to the weapon, because these actually, you can see, will port right on into the guns. So just to kind of show you how that works, you just plug it in like so, and it looks like she had just fired off that weapon. That's really cool. And then the same for the bullet blast effects kind of thing, so you can actually make it look like you're firing off the gun. That is really cool. The other one that she comes with is the sniper rifle. So this is something new. I don't believe we've seen this anywhere in the past. It looks really good. The mold is very nice. You can kind of see all the details throughout it. Really like the way that looks. And then the I guess the harness or this rope piece, that's removable. You can see it just kind of loops around the barrel there, and then it just comes off there as it just kind of folds over, and doesn't really secure on there at all, so you can actually just get rid of it if you want, and you can use it like that. Now this one on this barrel, same thing. You can use this blast effect piece to actually show it off as if it's firing, or you can use the smoke effect as if it was just fired. So that's really cool. So depending on the certain type of shot that you want to make, or the look that you're going for, you can actually look like she just fired or is in the process of firing. So that's really cool. So the accessories are awesome. Now let's take a closer look at the figure. Okay, and here is a close-up look at the Deadly Origin Target exclusive Black Widow figure, and it looks really good. You know, when I was first looking at promo images and everything, I thought the hair looked kind of funny the way it kind of flared out, but having it in a hand, it's not nearly as bad. You could just see where it just kind of goes back and then it just waves out. I always thought that was odd, but again, it actually comes out looking really good. It looks like there's a little bit of a wash through the hair to kind of darken it up, and that looks pretty good. Face paint, it looks like everything was applied real well. Eyeshadow, eyebrows, eyeliner, eyes, lipstick, came out looking really good. One thing that's weird on mine is you can see that there's a huge black smudge along the chin, at the bottom of the cheek. Not sure what happened there. That's going to be a one-off, of course. One thing that is kind of jarring is that seam down down her chest. Why that is, I don't know. We've seen that with several Black Widow figures. Even, you know, the new movie figures actually have it going for them. The Infinity War Black Widow really had it and was kind of probably the worst with it, as you can see here. You know, I broke the head off of mine, but you can see the seam. So I'm not sure what's going on with the female figures with the seam down the neck and the chest. That is a separate piece that's kind of glued in there, as you saw with my white deluxe Black Widow, where I broke that whole piece off. You know, those things kind of happen, unfortunately. This whole figure is done kind of in a pearlescent white color, so it's a little off-white because it's got a little bit of shine to it. We get some gold pieces here, so like the Widow Stingers are painted in a gold color, along with her belt is all gold, and we get a little bit of silver, and then the red Black Widow hourglass. These are the same pieces that came with the vintage Black Widow, as you can see there. It does not share this same body though. Just the belt piece and those stinger pieces are the same. This figure is actually basically a repaint of the Ultimate Riders Black Widow. The figure itself is the same. The stingers are different. The gauntlet pieces, as you can see, these are a solid piece. But it's actually used the same exact body mold. Everything, the hands, the arms, everything about it is the same. We just get a new head. So those are really the only difference. So if you have the Rider's Widow, you basically have this one. It's just a white versus black color. So of course the heads will be able to swap. I'm not going to be swapping those heads because I've been breaking too many Widow heads, so I won't be doing that with this figure, but yes, it would work. So there she is. Now let's see her articulation. Okay, so looking at the articulation on this Black Widow Deadly Origin figure, she can look all the way down like so. She can't look up really because that hair is really going to get in the way, but we got a lot of pivot going on in there, and it feels kind of wobbly and loose on that ball peg. And as you can see from the side, we're probably a little bit difficult. It does tend to sit a little bit higher in there. The collar and the hair is really going to hide that fact, so it doesn't look too bad, but just know that it kind of is that way. So again, a little bit wobbly, and then of course you can get full semi-full rotation going on in there. Shoulders go up very, very high. You can't get them to go up that high, which is a crazy amount. Full rotation, of course, and like all female figures, we get a single jointed elbow. We don't have that super deep cut because this is kind of an older body mold now, but we do get a little bit more than 90 degrees on that bend. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. This hinge actually has the roll of the dice motion on the right hand. The left hand is the standard hinge. Diaphragm joint, no ab crunch, so she can tilt to the side that much. Pivot to the other side that much. Going back, she can go that far back, not a huge amount, but a little bit. Going forward, only a very little bit as well. No waist swivel because female body, of course. With the diaphragm joint, she can do the splits that far, getting those legs apart. She can kick up very high. Figure the leg is really not going to go back a whole lot. Upper thigh cut there, double jointed knee, which works well. No calf swivel or boot swivel. Foot hinges down. We get a hinge up, ankle pivot, ankle pivot, ankle pivot. There it is, ankle pivot, and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So decent articulation, pretty standard what we see with most female figures. The arms gives you a lot of movement in the shoulder, just, you know, not a huge amount on the elbow with that single joint. Looking at the bright light that you see here, the legs and the arms have a very different color from the torso piece. Again, that's just because the plastic is harder on the torso pieces versus the softer plastic of the arms and the legs, which tend to give it a little bit of a different shade. We see that a lot of times on bright colors, like, you know, Hulk greens. On the Hulk figures, they tend to look different. So the same thing that we're seeing here. Now let's see her compared with some other Widow figures. Okay, here are the comic Black Widow figures all side by side. So we have the Riders, we have the new Deadly Origin Target exclusive, we have the Walmart exclusive that was just recently, or will be released soon. I got mine from Canada. Quinn, thank you again so much. And then we have the Vintage Wave Black Widow. My favorite out of these four are definitely going to be the Walmart exclusive one. I think it just has a very unique look. This Target exclusive one is still very good and would be my number 2 out of these four. The accessories are fantastic on this one, but the accessories on the Walmart exclusive still wins for me. So that's how I would rank it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what it is about this one. I used to like this one a lot more. The head sculpt's definitely better than the reuse of the Mary Jane. The red is more consistent with these three versus a bright orange for that one. One thing about this one that I don't know if I ever noticed this before. It's just kind of funky. On the bottom of the chin on mine, I don't think it'll come in clear. You see B2. Not sure why they would do that on the damn chin, but I thought that was funny pointing out. But there they are. Now let's take a better look at those accessories. Okay, so real quick, I want to give you guys a better look at the weapon. So here we have that sniper rifle, and again, I think the mold came out looking fantastic. Here at the end of the barrel, we can actually port this blast effect piece in there, and it looks like so. There is 2 different ones, which are 2 different lengths. So this one is a little bit longer, as you can see there. Not much longer, but it is a little bit longer. And then again, we have those smoke effect pieces. So here, we'll port that in like so. So we have that smoke effect there. And then we get the second smoke effect, which is a little bit shorter as well. And there it is. And again, it goes for any of the weapons that she actually comes with. So the the silencer handgun can do it as well. And then you can also port in those blast effects. So there it is. And then again, the 2 guns are the same, like so. Pretty cool. Okay, and to show you guys a side-by-side comparison, here is the Deadly Origin Target exclusive with the deluxe movie version of Black Widow in the white suit. Again, white plastic. This one has that off-white pearlescent look to it. Here is the Black Widow figure next to the Marvel Legends Stan Lee figure. And a huge size difference between the two. Here is the Black Widow next to the Winter Soldier from the Black Widow Crimson Dynamo Build-A-Figure wave. I know a lot of you guys like seeing head swaps, so I was going to try it. So I pulled this one off. Not a problem, but you could see that this hinge is kind of already barely hanging on there. So I will not be popping heads on and off this thing. Sorry guys, I just want to show you guys. Sometimes these Legends figures can hold up really well. Sometimes they can be complete trash and garbage and break and not really hold up. Yes, it's always best to heat up your figure if you have a hair dryer, or use run it under hot water. I would suggest putting it in a Ziploc bag, then run it under hot water. But you know, with the situation where I broke 2 Black Widow figures and then seeing this, it's just not something that I'm going to be doing. So just wanted to show you guys, be careful with your figures. Okay, that is my review on the Target exclusive Black Widow Deadly Origin figure. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of the figure. Are you going to be picking it up come Sunday or ordering it online waiting for it to ship? I'm curious. You guys let me know down in the comments below. If you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.